So what happened to Kerry is definitely under investigation, right?
Correct.
The most crucial time is within the first 48 hours. Kerry was murdered on Tuesday. So we well beyond that 48 hours, right? If I had a policy on Kerry and the police, not Bigo, because we don't give a fuck about Bigo, but in real life, if the police believed that I had anything to do with what happened to Kerry, and especially if I had a policy and they believed it, don't you think they would have questioned me by now?
Correct. I do
Okay.
believe that.
At
I
least
do believe that.
question. At
100%.
least question. Okay. I've not been questioned. When this happened to Kerry, they were looking for his next of kin, and I was his last known address. So they came here, this headquarters. They notified Big Mama first. I think they have a problem with how I stand on business and how I move and the way the universe responds. They have a problem with that, and that's their business. I don't care about that. I move with real life shit, and they not one person in real life spoke no type of shit like that. This
Wait.
Bigo.
Oh, there's another thing. He said y'all weren't married. I was like, so y'all was married? And then he was like, no, they weren't married. Did y'all get married? Yes or no?
No,
Okay, so
I've
y'all weren't
never
married.
said we were married.
Okay.
Mhm. And in fact, I said when I came to give my statement to Bigo, I said the police came because this was his last known address, headquarters, and I needed to give them his next of kin's information, and I did.
That's super unfortunate. I ain't gonna lie. That situation with him is that's a wild. That's wild. Um,
So by now, if the police felt whether I had a policy on them or not, if they felt I had anything to do with it, they would have at least questioned me by now. So
right. And you wouldn't disclose if you did have a policy out. I mean, if you had life
it's neither
insurance
here
on your
nor there.
life, or you had life insurance on your
That's
kid's
none of
life, and
Bigo's business. Yeah, that's none of Bigo's business. That's neither here
right.
nor there for them. What would it be their business if Kerry left me or my kids all his assets? What business would it be of theirs?
I mean, really none.
I mean, let's
It's your
keep it
business.
real. Seriously.
It's your
What
business.
what is
100%. It's
what is
100%. I agree. That is your business. That ain't even Bigo's business. So I feel like people are diving and reaching for something that could be just a simply y'all are all wrong. You know what I mean?
right?
Could be.
So it's none of their business. And then, as I've always stated, why would I talk stuff like that when they don't even have life insurance? Trina had his mama like in the worst um, nursing home with the worst reviews ever. He lie about shit. He not, he we just sit the same. I don't have certain discussions with people. That's like having a discussion about politics with somebody who don't vote. I'm not
Now, do you
sitting
know
talking
who? Do you know who are taking care of his funeral arrangements and stuff?
his next to kin.
So what is that? Like his mom, dad? What does that mean? What is that? Mom, dad,
Um, we
next to
all have
kin.
a next to kin. So if your mother is still
What's my next to
alive,
kin?
you're not
So
married,
okay,
right?
that'd be my mom. I'm not married.
Right. Your
Was
mom's
that my
still alive.
daughter?
Is your mom? It depends on how old your daughter is your mom still alive?
My mom's alive.
See, okay. So if your daughter's underage, it would be your mom.
Right now, my dad's alive too.
It would be your mom and your daddy. But usually it's your mama.
Okay, gotcha.
Mhm. But no, this is good conversation because these are things that we need. That I'm gonna just be honest. These are things me and Kerry fussed about. because I don't want to be with you for 10, 11 years and something happened to me and it's confusion. It shouldn't be no confusion. And we got to prepare. This is just business. You got to
Correct.
prepare and be prepared and have your shit lined up. And sometimes it works smoothly and sometimes it don't. It's people who marry right now just because of DCFS, not because we got assets, we got businesses, we got you get what I'm saying?
Hell, it's
So
motherfuckers that done got married just to get legalization paperwork and shit, just to
my
get in the
point exactly.
country. It's business.
My
It's
point exactly. Yeah.
uh,
Tuna K, it's none of your business who Carrie's next of kin is. Just know it's not me. I'm not his wife. And that's their
uh,
problem. They want all this information that you're
yeah,
not
no, I
finna
mean,
get.
I get it. I get it. I get it. That I mean, that's it really information is not for Bigo. You know what I mean? But Bigo is just so dark, and we live in hell on this bitch that it's just like people want to take us through that. Like, I agree, right? Like it's nobody's business to be honest with you, but it's still just when people start making content of it and stuff, it just kind of you know it's like why are people saying this shit?
Well, of course they're gonna say it. I mean, they hate us. Why wouldn't they say Tommy had something happen to So
I
of
mean, well,
course,
shit. I mean, even if you did, right? Like, let's say you did, right? Figuratively speaking, y'all were together how long? Years, wasn't it? Like 8 years or some shit like that. They said. I
a
want to
little
say
a little over 10.
over 10 years. So y'all were like said. Let's say you fucking did. You were together 10 years. That's good. It's not bad. You know what I mean? So, I I don't know how life insurance and shit works anyway. So I need to probably read up on
Well,
that
you
shit
know, they
anyway.
changed the law years ago where you don't have to be married to um, have life insurance on somebody. You do not have to any longer be married. This is Googleable information. This is
Uh,
not something that's and it's good conversation. Stuff
This
like
is
this
shit
that
that I don't know about. Like, I mean, maybe all y'all are just so inclined with knowledge that y'all just know every goddamn thing. But like, y'all
no,
keep
well,
saying,
we got a
no, I'm
huge
saying, cause
age
D
gap.
comment, no, cause
We
D
got a
comments
huge
in the comment keep talking about like, oh, Flacco's stupid and all this extra shit.
no.
Like, and I'm
No,
like,
no,
are
they
y'all just
gotta
like
know
extra
it's a
smart?
huge age difference. And I'm telling you, you really don't start thinking about this kind of stuff to a certain age. I'm telling you. You
Right.
really
That's what I'm
just
saying.
don't.
I just hit 30.
Yeah,
Like, damn.
right. So come on, y'all. He really is young. I'm 49 years old. I'm literally
Right.
20
Fucking talking
years
about life
old.
insurance. Who the
So
fuck think about life
most of
insurance?
us are much, much older. So he'll start thinking about it. And I'm gonna tell you because you're a dad right now. You probably think about it in that aspect. It'll be healthy for you to think about that
Right.
in reference to your kids. So in case something happened, they taken care of. Um, they can go to college. They can, whatever. Even if they end up
I
going with
got
another
something left.
family, right? They'll have their own funds where you can still keep up how you always kept them. You know what I'm saying? It's and Kerry was a firm believer in wills. Firm believer. If you go back and listen to some of his lives, he always encouraged people to go out and get a will. Go get a lawyer and have your will written up, documented, all that. Kerry always talked about that. So